Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you how to build the perfect, or attempt to show you to build the perfect spawn village for the Dwarfen War, which we've been put up the teaser for. You can download the rules in the description. It's mainly for bigger servers, larger groups of people who want to do something else than just building all the time and doing creative. It's very competitive. It's got loads of fights in it as we play it, and yeah, maybe you just want to give it a try. And please send us the feedback, what you think and what might be a better way to do in terms of rules, because we're always improving it within the beta stages when it comes to the rules, and yeah, we'd love to hear from you. So today we're going to build the center village for, or at least we're going to try building the center village, and I'm going to show you how it should look like and a few ideas what you could put in it, because it has to fulfill very specific terms so you can use it in your wall. So let's jump right into it. Okay, first of all, you want to create a beacon. This is not to give any special stuff to the people that are in the village. It's just to mark the middle of the map, because this is where you're going to spawn and this is where you're going to have to go back to whenever you start or finish a session. So it's important that people know where it is, and it's best if you have the spawn house in the middle as well. So a house where you can meet in your teams. Each team has their own little room where they can dump their stuff and where they can pick up their special item, and yeah, so that's why it's important to have the spawn house right in the middle of your village to be, so that everyone can get there equally fast from wherever they come from. So this is us building one room per team. We're going to set everything out, lay everything out for 4 teams. We found so far that 4 teams is pretty much the maximum. I mean, you could add more than 4 teams, but it gets very crowded on the server and it starts to lag. And when you come to think of it, we're using the Feed the Beast mod pack, and there's a lot of stuff that can create lag. All the redstone stuff that's added by it, and the pipes and stuff. So you don't want to put your server under too much stress, unless you, of course, you have a very good server. Then you can, of course, add more than 4 teams. But as far as we're concerned, 4 teams with 4 players in each of the teams as the maximum. At the moment we have 3, I think. Is really the best setup. Right, giving this building nice red peaked roofs. Of course, you can basically do whatever you want with the spawn village, as long as you have your central spawn house and stuff. This is obviously just something to show you how it could be done. Feel free to use your own imagination and build your perfect spawn village. Right, after the rough structure was done, it was time to come around and put in a bit of flooring and decorate the 4 rooms around the center, which is the team's rooms. Here you will meet whenever a session starts or finishes. and this is very important because there always will be some stuff to figure out. For example, rules that you might want to change, or people that are leaving the teams or adding new people or something like that. The game is very flexible that way. You can obviously change whatever you want if you're not happy with something, but yeah, it's important to have that in a central place to make sure that no one is starting to build or mess around with their base while you're still discussing things. Also, you just saw me putting different colored walls over the doors. This is just to let the teams know which room is which one. You could have wool, or for example a diamond team and a golden team and stuff like that, but this is really just an easy way to make sure that the teams know which room is which. Also, putting in golden chests. This is just where the magical item will be. It will only be there at the start, but it's good to have it in a chest so that you know where to put it if you set this map up for you and your friends. Also, iron chests. This is where you dump your stuff at the end of every session and pick it up at the beginning of the next one. Okay. Right. Now building out the walkways to the exit of the town. This is also important that every team has an equal distance towards the exit of the town, because otherwise it will be a bit unfair. If you say start now and one team will have to walk through the whole of the town to get to the exit and the other team is already out there and can start building, obviously that is going to cause some issues. I'm just going with cobblestone paths here. Again, you can do it however you want to. I just wanted to add something else to those iron chests you can see there. We always handle it like you have to put your stuff in the chest at the end of every session when you meet in the middle, because we sometimes have people changing teams, or we sometimes have people leaving or not being able to make it on a special or not on a certain occasion. So that way we make sure that they put all their inventory in there so that you can just have a replacement person play instead. Right, putting some lamps down to keep everything lit. You don't want any creepers or stuff blowing up your spawn village. Right, then it's time to do the wall. Now the wall is really important. It doesn't matter like how it doesn't have to be round or anything. It's just important that you have a wall or some sort of fence, or basically a border where it's clear that your village ends there, because you're not allowed to fight inside the village until the last age, in order to make sure that people don't destroy the village and that you're a bit safe in like the village zone. And so you need some kind of borderline to determine where the village starts and where you're allowed to attack or not. I'm not making this village very big. You will see later that there's quite a lot of things that go into the village, so I might run out of space, but I think I will be fine. Of course, you can make your village bigger if you want to, but if I'm gonna have to make it bigger, I'll just expand to one side or another. As long as the entries are all at the same length, then that's fine. Right, this is how it looks like. Done with all the... I've added some towers to the top of the wall as well. These are interesting when in the last stage. I don't think this is in the rules yet, but I will add it. In the last stage where you have all the items, including the one that is in the middle of the town, you have to stay in the town and defend yourself there. You're not allowed to go back to your base. So it makes it easier to defend the town if you have like a couple of towers, so you can look out and see incoming enemies. Also putting down some steps so you can get up onto the wall to walk the borders of the town. And it's already starting to look like a little town. Right, next thing is, as you might have seen in the rules, you are not allowed to put down any type of portals in your city that you built in your base. So that's why, obviously, you need a portal in the city, in the central spawn village. So that's what I'm doing now, putting down some kind of portal area. I thought it might be cool to put it a bit further down, because, well, you're going to hell if you're going to the nether, so why not going a bit down? I decided to go with nether brick for the flooring, because it comes from the nether and it kind of looked cool. Also matches with the roofs of the towers. And there goes the portal, a bit of fire around it, and giving the portal horns, because I just think it looked cool. I think I changed these later to nether brick steps, because it looked a bit too normal this way. Yeah, putting down a couple of walls. You want to make sure that people can't run around in your town freely, that they use the paths and stuff, because otherwise they might just destroy something by accident if they trod on a farm or on seeds or something like that. Right, now before we can do anything else, we need power for our village, so that's why I'm putting down a powerhouse, like a generator room. I'm gonna go for electric engines and high voltage solar arrays, and the reason why we need power is we're gonna have farms and stuff, like a blacksmith where you can process your ores, pulverize them, when you don't have a pulverizer in your own base yet, and you can pay for it, and then you can get as much pulverized as you want to. You'll see later. But for that we need power, and best would be infinite power, so that's why I'm going for solar arrays, which will give us nearly infinite power as long as there's sun, which there will be. Going with the good old nether brick roof. This time we obviously have to make it flat in order to put the solar arrays somewhere, and you will see how this turns out to look like. So this is me putting in the high voltage solar arrays. As you can see, we've flattened the roof, not made it peaked. And I'm putting in the cables now, I think. Shame you can't see me. Yeah, and then I came around and decided to change the look of the front of the building a little bit, because it looked too flat to me. I also added a chimney. I put in a smoke block there, but for some reason my recording software won't pick it up. Don't know why. Putting in a couple of logs to change the look. Next it was time to look at the first farm. Now I decided to go for chests in the middle of the farm with golems on them, which is a Thorncraft thing, and then just redstone engines and pipes to pump the stuff out of the chests and onto the other side of the road where our storehouse and house where you can buy things is going to be. So digging the trenches for the water now, where the water's going to go. And we're gonna plant, I think, because you have to stay in the village, you're gonna have to be able to buy some food. Putting down the golems. Now you need intelligent, like I think it's no, it's smart golems for this, so that they pick up and replant the stuff that they destroy. So I'm gonna plant carrots and potatoes. For once, it's good when you want to buy stuff. You don't want to buy seeds because you just get them everywhere. But carrots and potatoes is a bit harder to come by. So if you've got them in a farm, then people will actually go to your middle town and buy them. Putting in a couple of little bridges so that the golems can walk wherever they want, and trying them out with a bit of bone meal. That's when I discovered that I actually needed intelligent golems, smart golems, sorry. I had to kill the one and then just put down another one. Replant a couple of those seeds, but now it works. Right, you can see I've built another farm with flax seeds there in the background. That's another part of the mod pack. It gives you string, and of course string is always a bit of a pain to get. You can also make wool out of it, so it's good. People will buy it. They do in our version of the war. So, and our actual the thing that we're playing at the moment, people are buying these things. That's why I'm putting them in the tutorial. Right, there's a bit of a creep problem down there where I am, but I'll deal with it in a second when it really gets on my nerves. Putting down a couple of golden chests. That's where we're gonna pipe our stuff into, but they're not gonna be visible in a second because I put something on top of them, which is called a trado mat, which basically you can set up to trade stuff for other stuff. That's why I get the gun out and shoot the creeper. You can set them up so that I'm going to set them up so that they trade gold nuggets for whatever is in the chest underneath. So people can go in and buy, for example, flax seeds or string or potatoes or carrots or something like that. And then finishing off with a nice peaked roof on this building as well. And there we have it. It's the first part of our town built. Nearly half the space is already used up, but that's no problem. There's still quite a lot of things to come, but I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna continue building next time, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are eager to try out your own design of your town and start playing with your friends. Please just remember to tell us what you think about the wars and the rules, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some nice inspiration from this, and next time we're gonna see if we can build a banking system, the blacksmith, and some other little things that we need in our town. Until then, See you, bye bye, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.